A famous quote by Mahatma Gandhi states, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." This quote holds true in so many ways, and one easy way to change the world for someone is to register as an organ donor. Organ donation is a simple way to be able to save a number of people's lives. There are many myths about organ donation that people fail to investigate further and find the truth about. One of the saddest truths about organ donation is that an average of 21 people die each day waiting for a transplant of some organ. These people have often taken risks on all other medical options that they have and have no other choice than to be put on the transplant list to wait. This waiting period puts a patient in worse and worse condition every day. Not to mention, this wait can be very costly for extended hospital stays, and puts this person's family members through an enormous amount of stress. The longer they wait, the less likely they are to be healthy and stable enough to even survive a transplant surgery. The waiting process for these people could be greatly shortened if more Americans were registered organ donors today. One organ donor has the potential to save 8 lives with each of their organs. After a person dies, their organs are of no use to them, so the fact that they could use them to save another 8 people's lives is pretty remarkable. The organ donation process is a careful one, and a person who donates their organs can still have a very normal funeral and cremation after the fact. There is a common myth that people with any sort of medical history cannot be organ donors. This, however, is not the case, and almost any medical history has a shot at being some type of donor. People need to continue to be educated about the questions they have about organ donation. Organ donation not only affects the person receiving the new organ. A successful donation and transplant can keep a person from losing their mom, dad, child, sibling, or friend. Many people that are active in the life of the sick person can be greatly affected in a positive way when the person they know receives a successful transplant. I personally am a registered organ donor. A personal connection and story caused me to register as a donor. An alum from my sorority came and spoke to my chapter this past fall. She shared her story about the loss of her daughter 2 years ago due to a skiing accident. She shared about how, as a grieving parent shortly after her death, both her and her husband knew that Taylor, their daughter, was a remarkable girl, who they knew should leave a legacy. They donated Taylor's organs and saved 8 different people's lives. The parents had the opportunity to meet each family that received one of Taylor's organs. The mom talked about how these precious moments with each different family were some of her most fond memories of her life. She still keeps in touch with each family and says that hearing their stories about the people who have received Taylor's organs is a way of keeping Taylor's spirit alive. Through the process of donating Taylor's organs, they learned the sad truth about the lack of registered organ donors in America. Inspired by the legacy of their daughter's compassion and love for other people, they started the movement Taylor's Gift to begin raising awareness about organ donation. Taylor's Gift has continued to grow over the years and now raises large sums of money to fund organ transplant surgeries for underprivileged families who cannot afford the surgeries on their own. The slogan of the Taylor's Gift Foundation is to outlive yourself through organ donation and the way you live your life from day to day. Hearing this mother's story and heart for organ donation, and hearing how simple it is to be able to change a person's life, was enough to convince me to become a registered organ donor. People need to continue to educate themselves about the facts regarding organ donation. Another common myth is that hospitals won't provide you the best care if they know you're a registered organ donor because they need your organs. This myth is definitely false because hospital workers and doctors are under oath to provide the best care to any patient regardless of their circumstances. A small solution to the continued problem of organ donation is to take the time yourself and register as a donor. I urge you to take the few simple steps and register as an organ donor right now today. It is as simple as signing an extra form when you renew your license, or a simple online form that takes less than 2 minutes and can be filled out at organdonation.gov. It takes hardly any extra time out of your day to register to potentially save so many people's lives. Most people simply do not understand this process. There are a large number of people who think that becoming a registered donor is a complicated medical test process, and that is definitely not the case. It is something so simple that you can inform your loved ones about. The truth is, if a family member or friend of your own needed an organ transplant, you would hope that a donor would be available for them. Nobody can live forever, but you can live on through the legacy of being a donor for a person in need. The facts are simple. People can live normal, healthy lives again if given the opportunity to through organ donations. I cannot stress enough the importance of registering and telling other people that they too should register as a donor. Choosing to be an organ donor is choosing to have a positive and remarkable impact on more lives than you'll ever truly know. You can change the world for a large number of people simply by choosing to outlive yourself and leave a legacy behind that saves so many lives.